I keep those right there.
Alright guys, so we are back for day 2 of our gold mine adventure. Yesterday we found a couple things. We got on a little house site, found some harmonica reeds and some little miscellaneous brass pieces or whatnot. Today's going to be a little different. Today we're going to do a little bit of gold panning. We're going to do some mine diving. That's what I'm going to call it from now on. We're going to go look for a lost church that we found on a 1905 map. School site, excuse me, not a church, school site. And then look for a couple of house sites somewhere around. Still got Chig with us. He's going to go down in the deep dark hole. It might be his last time we ever see the Chig again, but we'll try to get him out if we can. So we're going to watch him do that, and then we're going to get to it.
My only thing is I can imagine.
All right, so here we are. We have found a mine entrance, we think. I'm going to stick you guys in the hole, and we're going to see what it looks like. Let's go ahead and take a look. Here we go. You ready? Think we may come back a little later and dig that out and see if we can get down in there, but we're going to go to the other side of the property real quick, and we're going to look at another one that might have a better potential, but we may come back here and dig this one out. We'll let you guys know. All right guys, so Thomas here has got what we believe to be a what's it called, a stamp? It's a stamp, right?
It's a stamp, yeah. Just made of like solid iron, and it was used on the stamp mill, and that's what they used to take and crush that ore rock to get the gold out of it.
Yep.
So
this thing kind of looks like a 100-pound shell down there, nose down, don't it? That's what you want to see when you're digging a shell, but unfortunately we know it's a stamp, which is, that's a pretty cool piece of history. Something nice to have. And I'm gonna set you guys up. We're gonna try to get it out. I'm gonna put you guys on kind of like a time lapse, and once we get it out, we'll take a look at it.
been a long time since that baby's been seen daylight.
Dang right it has. Good gracious. So I just pulled it out from underneath the roots here. Get over here in the light so you guys can see it. It's definitely decorative. I don't see any attachments on the back. That doesn't mean there's not any there, but it's definitely not a locked part. It's got a big flower design on it. That's pretty cool, man. I'm gonna guess that's some sort of sash buckle. Rang up just like a shotgun shell. No trash so far, so that's always a good sign. Let's see what else we can find. So we're looking for our new spot, and we've stumbled across this beautiful beaver dam. Check Check it out. It's pretty fresh. There's a lot of freshly falled trees in here. The mud up on the top is nice and soft, so he's been keeping it pretty well maintained. Beautiful area right here. Nice rocky creek. I'm gonna go get the bikes and get to our destination. We were way on the other side of the property. We were getting ready to cross the creek, and it sounded like the front end of my four-wheeler was about to come out from under itself. So I got off and took a look. The bushing's completely gone in the A-arms on the front end. As you can tell, I'm doing a quick field repair. I do have some bushings. These are the bushings right here that actually go in the rear end. These are not the correct ones. They should be about, yay much longer, but they'll work to get me by until we can get out of this place and into back home where I can make an actual repair with the right parts. Thomas and Bo are off hunting, and they have tied some ribbons on some trees. So when or if I can get this repaired where it's rideable again, we'll go meet up with them and see what we can find today. All right, so I got it fixed, got it repaired. My wheel is no longer about to fall off on either side there. It looks good to me. I've double checked everything to make sure I don't have any leftover bolts, nuts, screws, washers, or anything like that. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit the road now. We'll put my gear up here and we're gonna go see if we can find the guys. See y'all in a minute. Okay, so I've changed directions just a tad bit. Bo and Thomas, I did find them. They are panning gold on the other side of the property. I told them that if it was okay, I'd like to kind of go and look for a couple of home sites that are on the property that we have not found yet. So I've been looking on the map, and I'm pretty sure that I just got one of them. And let me show you why. So this fern, I do not know the name of it. It's kind of like a aloe vera. It's kind of like what it resembles, but the leaves on it are very crisp and hard. They're not soft like aloe vera. But that is a good sign that there was an establishment or a home site in here. I don't see any daffodils right off. I see a bunch of briars, but I'm gonna kind of turn the machine on. I'm just gonna kind of run over this ridge right here and just see if I get any iron or any high tones or anything. And if we do, not only are we gonna record it, but we're gonna mark it on the GPS. We're gonna get the coordinates, and then we're gonna turn it over to the owners. So y'all hang on, we'll be right back. All right, so the first place didn't really pan out so much. It was really full of briars, and I just, every time I got down to bend something, one would poke me in the arm. I mean, if you look at my legs, there's like thorns sticking all in my pants legs. So I came out of there and came to look for the second site. So I'm riding along the road, and I see this tree right here behind me. First thing that caught my eye. So I pull in the path, and right over here on the other side is another old tree that's fell over. And so I started thinking, could be a house site between these two trees. This is the general area that the map shows. And then looky right here. Daffodils popping up right here. They haven't bloomed yet, but that's what that is. So we got the two big trees, got the daffodils. I turned the machine on and started running it over the area. Lots of iron. So I'm pretty sure that we have found house site number 2. We're gonna look here because there's actually no briars in here. It's kind of just a little thick, but it's open for the most part. And we're gonna see what we can find. First good stuff we come across. We'll get it on camera. All right, so I just dug this little piece of like hand forged iron here, and I'm pretty sure that this was used for some sort of either well, I know it was used for horse tack, but I'm not exactly positive if they would have screwed this to a tree and then run the horse reins through there, like a saddle post per se, or if this was used to drive into a piece of wood, to haul a log or something like that by mule or horse up to the homestead. It's definitely hand forged. We're not going to keep it. The landowners here want only certain things, so we're not going to keep this, but we're going to bury it right back here in the ground, and if they decide that they want it, we'll come back here and get it. So let's fill this back in. There we go. All right, let's move on to the next one. Man, I tell you, it is freaking hot out here. I mean, it is, at least you can see the sweat running off of my head. I mean, look at my arms. My arms are drenched. It is 82 degrees in North Carolina in the middle of March. It is freaking hot. It's like July hot right now. And I have just dug my first identifiable relic. So I'm gonna flip you guys around. Let's take a look at it. Popped it out. It was reading 86. Popped it out, and it's an old hoe. So that's a pretty old one. We'll definitely keep that and put that in the bag. We'll throw it in electrolysis for the owners, and we'll get that cleaned up for them and get it where it's nice and displayable. So we're going to pack this out. We're heading back to the four-wheeler right now, which is right over there, and hopefully I'm going to get something else before I get to it. It's just really too hot to be out here in the woods with the ticks and snakes and just the heat, and I don't have any water, and we're a long ways from the truck. So we're gonna head back pretty soon and probably go get in the creek, do some gold prospecting. So see y'all in a minute. So I just pulled out this neat little iron wedge. I thought it was pretty neat. I don't know if they would have used that to you know, split rock or split wood to drive a pin into, but that's definitely neat, man. We'll definitely keep that, and we're gonna get back at it. All right, so our day has come to an end. The old man here is tired. He's whining. He's got to go to the house, so we're gonna let him go. But it's been a good time. Have you had fun?
Until like a minute ago.
Until like a minute ago.
Until you started talking, call me old man.
Well, we hope you come back and dig with us again. Whippersnapper. Well, whippersnapper.
Well, that's more play.
There you go.
Oh yeah, I had a good time. Really,
Right.
It was a lot of fun. It really was. Yeah, it kind of wore me out a little bit. Yeah, but it was good. Yeah.
All right.
Lots of excitement. Lots of fun. Yeah.
Well, we'll see you guys on the next one. As always, I appreciate you coming along. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Drop me a thumbs up, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.